It's the 15th of October today, and I'm down the allotment for as long as I can possibly be today. I'm sure I'll be coming and going because I've got various people that I'm waiting to call me, but whilst I'm here I'm going to make the most of it. Now it's suddenly got really quite cold, so most of the stuff will need to come out. There are obviously various things that can still stay in, but the things like beetroots and carrots and potatoes and the pumpkins, I am going to harvest as many of those today as I possibly can, and then store them at home, or with the beetroot I boil them, peel them and then stick them in the freezer. So some of the beetroot are still small, but they're not going to grow anymore, to be honest with you, so I might as well dig that bed over, or the area over where they're growing, and get it ready for the winter. So I'll just show you first of all the beetroot, but they have done phenomenally well this year. I've had some lovely ones. I pick them when they're a bit bigger than a golf ball, because I find that personally that they're a nice size then. If you want them bigger, then leave them to grow just for a bit longer. But I'll show you how they're getting on. Okay, so I've dug the first bit of soil over here. It's still really lovely soil, but these are the beetroot here. This is the weed, so I do apologise. So all I'm going to do is just go along the row. I've actually got 2 rows here, and they're looking quite sparse now because obviously I've picked quite a few as they've been growing. Just remove all the weeds, and if the beetroots are just too tiny, then just get rid of them. But if they're decent sizes and they look good, then just keep going. There's a nice, I'll just show you that one. That is the sort of size that I tend to pick them at. Okay, so about the size of a golf ball, maybe slightly bigger. I don't play golf, I'm very bad at it. But obviously if it's that size, if you want to keep it when it's that size, then please feel free to, but this is a decent size. So I'll just go along with my trowel. The soil is nice and soft, so everything should come up nice and easily. If you do find it's a bit tricky, just put the big fork in, open it up, loosen it, and then get in with your trowel, and then just it'll be easier to then lift them all up. So I'll continue doing these 2 rows, and then I'll show you what I've got at the end. Okay, well I've saved these ones. There's about a dozen here. That's the biggest one. But these are all sort of about the size that I want them. All the rest were just too tiny, and it's just too cold and they're not going to grow. So they've all gone in the wheelbarrow and they'll go in the compost heap. I also dug up some row potatoes. There were a couple of plants there from last year, or one plant, I don't know, all very close together. So hopefully I've got all of those up so they won't grow next year. So now we'll move on to the Sarpo Mira, and I will dig one up for you, and hopefully we'll have some sizable ones to show you. Right, well hopefully you can see behind me there are some Sarpo Mira potatoes there, and there are still some left in this bed. I've been digging them up as and when I've needed them, but they've done incredibly well. If you've been following the blog, you will see that the biggest one was £1 7.8 ounces. So that is the biggest one so far this year. So I'm going to dig up another plant, and hopefully we will find first of all some potatoes there, but secondly some decent whoppers. But they have done fabulously well. They're starting to lose their green, so they are ready to come up now. It's getting colder, so they're not going to grow much more anyway, and the leaves will just suddenly go. They're actually a little bit spotty, but they don't get blight, which is fabulous. So let's dig one up and see what we find. Okay, some tiny ones, but then you usually expect some tiny ones at some point. Some decent sized jackets, they're good sized ones, and then some lovely really big ones. I mean, the length of my hand. There's another one there. The reason why this one has gone like this is because it's oh it's done it on the other side as well actually, is it's split. Don't worry about this. It's just because it's suddenly got a huge amount of water because we had a load of rain near the end of the summer, just a torrential amount, and it's just split. That's all it is, so don't worry. But if you do find that you've got any like this, make sure you eat these ones first, because that's what I would class as a soft spot, and if the potato is going to go mouldy anywhere, that is where it's going to happen. That one's happened the same as well. But some lovely sized potatoes there from just one plant, so I'll carry on digging up the rest of these, and hopefully we'll have lots more, and maybe a personal best. So I'll dig up some more and see what I find and come back to you very soon. Right, well, I would lift it up, but it's quite heavy. The red box, normal size red box that I brought down, I've nearly filled it. Oh my god, no. You kind of get the impression. There are lots of potatoes in there. I've just dug this one bed. I've still got that bed over there to dig. There's just 3 that I would like to show you. I've just dug this one up, and I just thought it was a very funny shape. It's just really quite cute. Then, I mean, loads of them in the box are, good sizes, hand size. Some little ones, managed to chop one in half, but and then you're digging away, and then you dig that up. I mean, that's the same length as my hand. I'm going to have to weigh this one to see if it's big, if it's a personal best. So I was digging that one up. Was very happy with that, and then I dug that one up, which actually is longer, so therefore is longer than my hand. So this so far is my heaviest. I don't know how much it'll weigh, but I will weigh it when I get home. But I'm quite proud of that one. I might do the other potatoes this afternoon, but what I really do want to show you, and what we are going to harvest now, are the pumpkins. So come with me, because I'm very proud of these. Now this is the smallest one here. When you harvest them, what you need to do is don't harvest right down, don't cut them right close. You need a bit of stem, so cut off as much of the stem as you possibly can, just like that. And that's the little one, so I'll go and put that in the boot of the car. And then let's just harvest the other 3. So here they are. Here's the little baby one, and then we gradually move up, that one, and that's the big one. I am very proud of this. I don't know if it's bigger than my personal best, which was £48, which was about 8 years ago or so. But when I get home, I will make a video of filming all 7 of them, and I will write the weight on there. But I'm hoping that this one is about 25 plus, which would be very nice. So it won't be, but it's still heavy. It's quite tricky to lift to the car, but so the other one had to roll, so I don't think it is bigger than my 48-pounder, but still, it's a decent sized pumpkin. In fact, all of them are, even this little one here. Right, well, I had to go home and get another box, because I filled up the red box that I bought with potatoes, and had to go home and get another one. I have now just finished digging up all of the potatoes, and we've got quite a few. I've just filled another box up. So I think we've got potatoes to last us for quite a while. They're all really good sized ones. There are some small ones, but I think I have found a personal best of potatoes. I think I found a heavier one than last year, but only time will tell when I weigh it. But believe me, I will let you know. But it was longer than my hand. So I'll just give you a quick look at the potatoes in the second box that I have filled. Right, there we are. I'm not quite sure. Oh yes, I think I can just about lift that. I might have to wheel it to the car, but you know, they're all good size, good decent size ones. You know, every plant had a substantial amount of potatoes in there. Some I did have a very odd shaped one which was sort of bent like that. It was a bit like a bottom, but very good. So I think a Sarpo Mira for me are the potatoes that I will grow every single year. Right, well, I'm just going to go and weed a bed, but I'm not going to show you that because it's just, frankly, it's quite boring. So that's it for today. I think I've done quite well. I'm exhausted, very hot, and desperate need of a bath, which I'll have later. But I hope you found that interesting. That's what I've got up to today. I'm very pleased with the potatoes, with the pumpkins, and all the other few odds and bits, odds and sods that I've managed to get up today. So I hope you found that interesting, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye.